Hello, friends. Hello. Willow, Mac, Baron, Day, Al. Anyone I missed? Hope everyone is doing well. We're gonna work on the prologue boss, mini boss. It's hardly a boss. There he is. It's looking good. I did fix the issue with the animation player not being tied to the right stuff, so that should be working again. So he's got his idle animation. He can do attack 1, attack 2. Wait, hang on, something. Oh, he's cutting off there. Look at that. We'll have to fix that. The story of Toxic Man Gamer. Okay. So, I've always had a fascination with with a certain flavor of Minecraft server. Willow, are you familiar with Minecraft, first of all? Let's start there, before we get ahead of ourselves. The first thing is you have to understand what Minecraft is. So we'll boop this over 50 pixels, I think. Does that make it work? What about 100 pixels? And that's still in the exact same spot. Oh, because that's the animation canvas. So put this over 50 pixels. Okay, that barely. Yeah. Okay, so that should be fine. Took a whole long time. All right, that's fine. All right. So you gotta understand. Flint and steel, lava chicken jockey, elytra wings, Danger Pearl. I didn't see it. I haven't seen a movie since I don't know when. So my favorite flavor of Minecraft server is the idea where there is danger because not everyone is cooperating, but everyone's on the same understanding. That some people will cooperate, but there are definitely people out there that are looking to cause trouble. I like there to be a villain. So typically these are called, it's like in the wilderness in RuneScape. In Minecraft terminology, people generally call these semi-anarchy. Semi-anarchy vanilla. So no major mods that are changing the game. Maybe like some lag reduction stuff or something like that. But no teleporting to each other. Not stuff that gives you additional abilities. It's just you go out into the world, you chop trees, you build a house, you gather treasures, and you hope that no one finds your house and steals all your treasure. So there's always this sense of danger. Anytime you establish something, you are putting it into this Minecraft world with the idea that it might not be there when you come back. You may come back to find just ruins and a sign that says, haha, found your base, and a bunch of empty chests. So I found such a server. We did 3 nights of server hopping on stream, where every night for 3 streams in a row, we picked one of a few semi-anarchy servers that I had found. I just looked on Reddit for people that were posting, hey, play on my server, please play on my server, I need players, those kind of things. So I picked 3 out that looked to be about the right stuff we were looking for, and we just hopped on. We played for like 2 hours, built stuff, and then left. Next night we tried another server, next night we tried another server, and we picked one. We settled on it. I don't remember much about the server, but it had some people on it. Spawn was not destroyed. It was a fairly fresh... Hello, turtle. It was a fairly fresh server, so no one had completely, like, destroyed the spawn terrain or anything. So we spent the first couple of nights building a very small little base of operations, about like 300 blocks from spawn. Basically close enough that you could get there in 5 minutes if you picked the right direction, which meant that if we built anything visible from a distance, people would come and take our treasures. No, it was a temporary base, to be fair, Al. It was a temporary base. But it became less and less temporary because we had a mob grinder from a skeleton spawner we found. There was a iron farm that Turtle had set up with a villager breeder that was very cleverly, I think with help from Theron, built underground. So yeah, secret underwater tunnel. Pretty clever. Al had an aquarium with an axolotl in it. It was, it had a little, we built it inside of trees. It was a very fun way to build a house quickly, was basically find some canopy and wall it off with logs, and then maybe a passersby might just see like, oh, that's just some trees, keep going. Didn't really accomplish much at all. You had an axolotl. That's a huge accomplishment. So one day, I hop on the server. Someone's at our base. So we had like 8 people, I think, joining in. Yeah, he was in a 1x1 block of water. I mean, to be fair, a cubic meter of water is quite a lot of water. Put that in perspective. A forgetful programmer. We're gonna get some animation and moves going, but first I'm regaling everyone with a tale of Toxic Man Gamer from that one time we played on an Anarchy Minecraft server. All right, so we've got a nice little base. We've got a bunch of treasures built. We're basically gathering things up and being like, all right, once we're all established, then we're gonna set out, go like 10,000 blocks away, and conquer the world, build a massive city miles away from everyone where we can live in peace on the Anarchy server. Because that's what I like, is the idea of like, we built something really impressive within the confines of knowing anyone could come over and knock our sandcastle over at any time. There's the danger. And so we had a pretty nice little setup. But I logged onto the server one day, and someone is online at our base. And this is very scary in semi-anarchy. Because suddenly you have to wonder, like, all right, you have to size up the situation immediately. Is this person about to wreck everything that we know and love? Are they capable of doing this? Are they cheating? Are they using client-side hacks? There's a lot of questions running through my mind as soon as I see someone come in. So I see someone pops in, is looking in our base with a little tag that says Toxic Man Gamer. I'm like, So I at first kind of play it just sort of like, oh, hey, what's going on? I'm sizing him up, friend or foe. What's your angle here, buddy? Hey, what's going on? He's like, hi. All lowercase. He's I notice. No. It's all typed out. I'll add some. I'm gonna embellish a little bit, but not much here. I was the only one on. Yeah, keep him guessing. I'm like, what is your angle, Toxic Man Gamer, if that is your real name? Yeah. As soon as I see this, I immediately hop on Discord and like, guys, there's someone in our base right now. And I think Hudson was like, I'm on my way. And so I'm keeping an eye on this guy, and so he's like going along his way. He's leaving our base. And I'm like, that's very suspicious. I quickly check our treasure haul, and I notice that there's some things missing. Notably, Al's axolotl aquarium is broken. The axolotl is loose. This is terrible. This will not stand. Like, hey, did you happen to... No, I hit him with the kindness first. Hey, it's a long way out there. If you need any gear, maybe I can hook you up with anything. I kind of put myself out as I'm a helpful stop for the weary traveler before you go along your way. And he's like, oh, I'm good. Our treasure. Someone's been in our... Oh my goodness, did you see anyone break this aquarium over here? I notice he's not doing a good job of beating the allegations of griefing. He stops to talk. Like he has to stop, and he spends a long time typing. So right off the bat, I'm making assumptions about this guy based on how long it takes for him to stop his character, type out a response, even a short one, and then start moving again. Like, okay, maybe he's not that skilled at typing, so maybe a younger kid or something. I notice our diamonds are missing. Like, hey, did you happen to have any diamonds? And he is quickly putting away his diamond gear that he had on 5 minutes from spawn. That was the thing that got me worried. There was one thing that was on that server, and it was Discord integration. It was Discord integration, so you could see what people were chatting, as well as what achievements people had earned. So I liked to keep that Discord up because it was fun to kind of keep track of who was on the server. I noticed he logged in. It said that for the first time ever, Toxic Man Gamer has joined the server. And then not 5 minutes later, it says Toxic Man Gamer has achieved diamonds. I'm like, uh-oh. Someone logged in for the first time at spawn, and then 5 minutes later they have diamonds. And then it's like, and now they have diamond gear. They have our diamond gear, don't they? So I grab what tools I can and I charge him. At this point, I've seen all I need to see. I charge after this guy with the sword. I've decided he's not a threat. There's nothing this guy can do to escape me. I am a PvP pro. I will strike him down. So I chase it. We're parked next to a swamp, is where our base is. So I charge in. I start hitting him into the water. Now he can't escape. You can't swim fast. He's not going to be able to get away from me. I've got him right where I want him, and I'm going to grab all of our gear back. But then he does the unthinkable. He pulls the big brain play that gave him the chance to completely win. He logs out. He's gone. So basically, he has just grabbed all of our treasure, stuffed it into his pockets, and then basically wrapped himself in complete, perfectly safe stasis until he decides he wants to play on the server again. If he is a griefer, this is the first time he's ever been on this server. He has nothing to gain by getting back on this server. He could just leave forever and our stuff is gone, lost. I get the other guys on. I'm like, guys, all right, we have a problem. He's got our stuff. All I have to go on is I know where he logged out. So we're thinking, okay, we could stand guard until he logs back in. It's like, well, that could be hours from now. It could be days, weeks, months. No. So anything you get in Minecraft on a server is tied to that particular server. So it's literally our gear is on the server, just in a chest that is completely inaccessible, effectively. So thinking, okay, maybe we stand guard for a bit, and then I get an idea. Wait a second. Guys, get me some dirt and some hoppers and a shovel. So I know exactly where he logs out. I mark the location with a little dirt pillar, and then I drain the swamp. A 3x3 right where he logged out. I fill it with dirt, and then I dig out a hollow tunnel 3x3 in the middle. And I go about 25 blocks down, and then I put some hoppers and a chest. And then I log out. And I just keep an eye on the Discord for the rest of the day. And gosh, do I even still have that server in my server? It's been so long. There's no chance I could still access that. But because it was, wait, no, it's got to still be in our Discord because I took a screenshot. Yeah. So, what are the chances? What are the chances we could still find this? Because this is such a good screenshot. I need to find this. It sounds, oh, it's good. It's good stuff. Okay, it was before create. Oh, you're gonna love it. It's such a, oh man. It's silly that, like, this is gonna be such a letdown of a screenshot because of how long it's taking me to find it, because it was a long time ago. Stone, you still have the server, so you could probably find the log. If, well, they may not even have a channel at this point. Yeah, George was the guy that ran the server. Good man, good man. So the idea here is that when you fall in Minecraft, you can fall 3 blocks without getting hurt. But if you fall any further than that, every block is half a heart of damage. So 25 blocks is enough to kill a player. And so my idea is, okay, if we're lucky and someday he logs in again, then he's gonna log in and find himself over a 25-meter gap, and he's gonna plummet. He's gonna land on the item hoppers, and all of our treasures are going to be slurped right in there, and we'll be safe again. We'll have our things back. We won't be safe. We'll have our treasures, but then we have a new problem. So yeah, that's the idea we have. Now let's see here. Gosh, wow, we had a lot to say back in the day, huh? He was he cool? Was he cool? Man. What if he clutched the button? Yeah, what if? What if? Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So all in all, it was amazing adventure. Now any second, jeez, how does it keep going? I've just been scrolling and like stretching for time, looking for the part of the Discord where everything actually, okay, there's the boat party. It's before that. He was. So he, out of the blue, he added me on Discord. And I am very, very oh, here we go. This is it. This is it. Finally. All right. Warning for raunchy language. Yeah, he was always trying to get to our base once we left spawn. You what's your favorite color bed? So this was me and Hudson trying to figure out, you know, like, okay, is this gonna do the trick? Is this gonna save us? If he respawns, he won't spawn here, so we can just do stuff again. We gotta get our stuff saved. But he'll probably never log in again. Oh well. Then he immediately logged in and fell to his death. That was that. So I felt immediately vindicated. Yep, we got the stuff back, and we hacked it all up in our own inventories. And then we left. We set our base on fire before we left. Because, of course, why not? Because we wanted to leave no trace. Oh yeah. You guys kept him at bay. Man, what an event. All right. Boy, that was something. Yeah, we went across the nether roof. It was a big event. Smoldering ruin. Oh yeah, the clip where Day falls through the portal in the pre-roll clips. It's good times. So we've just been talking about Minecraft. Love it. All right, let's get these moves working. Let's get this big guy up and running. All right, charge up. Burned out. Yeah. Is it a boss? All right. So it's like a mid-boss. Yes, he reached out to me and added me as a friend on Discord, and it's not the first time he's done it. Which I've accepted before, because I'm like, what could happen? He's been here. He's been here to the stream. Yeah. He was King Wheatus. It was very weird. So this guy is going to be the boss that you fight to get into Chapter 1. So this is the last thing you're going to do in the prologue of the game, is fight this guy. So he's not going to be a pushover, but he's not going to be hard. He corrected me for telling the story and making him look bad. You made me look bad. So this is going to... let's see here. It's gonna do an action. So we're gonna change animation to charge up, which is a 2-second animation. So we're gonna do that, and that's the move. Let's do that and then apply the status effect. Apply status effect of... What are the parameters for status effect? Potency and then duration. Let's give him a +2 to damage for 1 turn. There we go. I think that's the entire... I think that's it. I think that's the whole charge, right? The charge up move. Yeah, probably. It was a really just overall very silly situation. Let's see. Like, if you search the, if you just search for Toxic on the Discord, you'll find lots of instances where he's been brought up. Oh, and he kept saying, like, oh yeah, I've got a stash of gear, so I'm actually fine out here at spawn. I've got a lot of treasure that I've found. Oh yeah, you did have an ult. I mean, no, it was someone separate that we never met. Very strange. We did we had a full-on Wither Skull farm that produced a ridiculous amount of Wither Skulls. Like, that thing was pumping out like 30 skulls a minute or something. It was very ridiculous. Enemy directory. Winter Beast, welcome in. Big Rat Punch 2, and Big Rat Charge. The charge will hit for 4. So he'll hit for 2, charge up, and 4, which effectively just means he's hitting for 2 every turn, but I might have booby trapped an ender chest, because we sent him an ender chest and then he was like, it's gone, it wasn't there. I never told anybody. I had George check the logs because he could do that, and he confirmed, yeah, he broke it. I'm like, that's what I figured. Which my guess is he used it, and then he used his pick to try and take it with him, and then he didn't realize, oh, when you break it without Silk Touch, you don't get the chest back. Mozzie. We're calling him Mozzie. I was trying to think if we could figure out a better name that somehow incorporates it's a big rat. You know? What does Toxic Man Gamer want? Has he told you what he's wanting? In this latest instance of him swooping back into our lives, no, he has not said. He has not said what it is that he wants. Have to restart Minecraft? Maybe. Hey, Casual. Casual was there on that server too, on the Minecraft server, where Toxic Man Gamer was. Gym Rat? Like, Gym Rat works as a pun decently, but not great. He's like a you got it, boss kind of character. From burning you did burn your house down, that's true. You learned a valuable lesson about putting fire. You just never try to make a chimney in Minecraft with an actual fire, unless your entire build is stone. Yeah, it's like you witnessed a piece of history, Casual. Getting to actually see Toxic Man Gamer. But yeah, the are we heading down? In the Dabble history books, that's right. The video that was posted on the Discord, that all those events happened on that server. It's a good cheese tattoo. What do you call this guy? Like I've given him a character name, but like I feel like he should still have a enemy type name other than just Big Rat. It's like, yeah, in Thousand Year Door, no, like, he's got a name. Like, in Thousand Year Door, you might have a specific Goomba named Larry, but in combat, when you hover over him, it's going to be listed as Goomba. So, we'll consider that. I think we can test this guy now. I think we can take him for a spin. To go into Battle Manager and have this be the placeholder enemy. And then we just run the battle code. Yeah, well, yeah, like Bruiser, but it would need to incorporate Rat somehow. Something went wrong. Something went very wrong. Script inherits from native type audio stream. Oh, you know what I did? I bet I made this. Yep, I made this a 3D. I need to change type. Earthy Thud 3.75. That's probably good. And then this also, change type to, yeah, I accidentally made it a 3D sound. It's gonna be for something like when you're doing the tattle on him. It's gonna be like, oh, that's a Ratzo. All right. So first. Scan. Failure. We haven't used the scan in a while. No camera. No camera. What is camera supposed to be? Try that. Nope. Unproject on a null value. No camera handler camera. Because we started on the battle scene. Right. Well, it's supposed to get camera here. Should work. I assume. Hey, Bach. Norv. He's got a government name already. All right, what's the deal with this projection problem? Okay, there we go. All right, 15 health. So what's the deal with the music? Ooh, that's louder than I expected. All right, turn that down. Turn the thud down by like to a quarter. And what was the actual error that we got there? We errored out, didn't we? Circled, not. No, okay, something else. Something else broke there. Gun the place down. The bombs. Oh, I missed the bombs. Let's see here. We need right, the music. The music was what I was gonna look into. Why is the music doing the thing the music is doing and not being the battle music? It's because what? I guess, I don't know, something must have changed. Battle theme. Battle with intro. Nope. Okay. Audio handler. Okay, maybe this will work. Nope. It's still defaulting. All right, hold on. Print scene key. Tell me what do you think the scene key is, game? Battle/battle, apparently. Okay, so this might just be special handling for when we're starting the battle directly from here. There we go. I'll take it. All right. Attack him. Z-index is a little weird there. The star appeared behind him. It's not supposed to happen. Okay, we need to bump the stars out a little bit. That animation playing is wrong. He was doing something. Something was not right there. Okay. When this happens, when we get an error here, it means I have screwed up an action queue item in our moves. Yep. This is supposed to be .bind, for one thing. Now, what's the deal with that timing on the regular rat punch effect? Let's check the timing on that. Shaking his fist like an angry old man. Okay, so it's supposed to be... Oh, okay, so one thing is this should be animation name here. So that's probably part of the problem. That might be the entire problem. Let's see. All right. It's still sliding. timing is very wrong here. Timing is all kinds of wrong here. Move in front of actor, which means he should be using his walk animation. So, should be using walk animation, which is a looping 1 second animation. Why is he sliding then? Why does he slide into that? That's super weird. Move in front of actor, change the appropriate animation, wait for 700 milliseconds. Boom, right there. Then wait for the remaining, wait for 700 more after queuing the damage, and then walk back. I guess we do need to reset here. Add a reset there. Why does he slide? Move in front of shouldn't return until he actually gets there. Wrong scene. Well, he is gonna wreck it. It's like everything's delayed on this guy. Because of his size. What is happening with this? How? So my stuff at the top is gone, I just realized. Dang it. I know why, too. I made a change earlier. The normals, it's always the normals. Special map stuff for scene manager. No player scenes. Battle should allow stats panel. Let me look at our source control and see what I changed here specifically in the scene manager. Yeah, I specifically excluded... No, battle was always in this. Battle was always listed there. UI global is in special scene. Where is this used? Showing the stats panel. Okay. What else uses this? Handling pause. Yeah, you don't want pause. Okay. If it's not in a cinematic and it is not a special scene, or if it's in the battle scene. Okay, so that should fix that not showing up. But it still doesn't explain why all the animations are delayed by like half a second. Like even that. What was that? I think I know what it is. Reset animation. It's the duration of the reset animation For some reason, that was very long. That needs to be instant. All right, that should fix it. Instant. Yeah. Okay, when cat attacks, yeah. Oh, we need a good thunk or a crash sound. Let's see here. Battle moves, back to battle moves. So a few things here. Cat's wrench attack. She is set to move in front of actor. And this is used a lot. But it's, unfortunately, target position .z needs to be like a little bit more, just to avoid the Z fighting issue. Secondly, Q hurt actions, which is what creates that little damage star. Create damage indicator. Position, we want to add vector 3 dot forward. No, other one, backward. Back times 0.05. We want to put that in the foreground by just a little bit. Okay, how's that? Here we go. Oh, right, crash sound. Let's get a crash sound. Clang. What do we got here? Let's listen to some of these noises we have. See if we can find a good thump. Nope. That's in use. That's his footstep sound. We're giving a nice big footstep sound. Maybe? Actually, yeah, let's use hollow thud. That seems good. Thud 2. So we'll put that in the animation here. Right there. So add track. Get thud 2 in here. This moment. Play the sound. And we're going to do the same on Swing Fist 2. There. Play sound. Cool. All right, so now he's got sound effects for that attack. We're in good shape. Hopefully. That star is still rendering behind him. There's something special about him, I think. He's the special one. Wow. All right, that was too loud. Drop that by 6 decibels. Why is he special? What is his deal? Why does he get to be in front of everything? All right, let's go crazy. Let's really push these damage indicators out like a full meter and see what happens. He's just too big. Okay, well now it's like so far out that you can't see it. Yeah, that was too excessive. I admit it. Spirit Temple. Yeah, I don't think Ice Dungeon fits there. I don't think there's ever been a dungeon called Ice Dungeon. I'm not sure that they ever really use... Okay, that's a half meter in front of him and it's still rendering behind him. Why? New music? New music. Ah, for the cinematic leading up to this fight. Until this game, Chapter 6, Ice Dungeon. I am gonna have an icy area, a little snow. That's Chapter 4. A bit weird near the end. Why is it the way it is? It is because he's big. It is because he's big. Alternating the chord structure a bit. Yep, going off script. Oh! Nice. I like it. That is good. Nice job, Casual. We're gonna put that in a video game. There we go. Hilariously, it was because he was so big. Who said that? Who said that? Willow said that. It's because he's big. Here he comes. It's all right. I should hope that wouldn't fix it. Computers are just dumb like that. He packs a punch. Ah, see, now he's charged up. So now would be the time where you use your items to knock them out completely. Cool. It works. We have a fight. Wow. What music. What good music. Let's see here. We need I think the last we saw on the victory song was there was something where the chord. Nah, I should just get the new one. I should just take the new one. Didn't I download that? Didn't I already download the new one? Level up. No, I got the level up music downloaded. Oh, okay. Maybe that was it. Oh, yeah. The ending of the chord needed the rest of the harmonization. Okay. That's good. I think... Oh. Okay, there is one thing. The battle move... These new battle moves we've got for Rat Punch and Rat Charge, we need to add requirements to them. Okay, so source is the unit, has status effect. Really is just has status effect. Love it. Has status effect. Power up. Okay. Rat Punch 1 is allowed, I guess, anytime, maybe? The weird one is the Rat Charge. You can only do that when you don't have power up. Let's say you'll only ever do Rat Punch 1 when you're at regular power. If you have no power up, you'll either do regular punch or you'll charge up a big punch. And then when you do a big punch, it has a different animation. All those points missed out on. Let's download this song here for later. It's an MOV file, so I'm gonna have to convert it in Audacity. But that doesn't take any time at all. Okay, there we go. The logic is done on the moves. Next up is, I guess, the cinematic. I'm a little worried about that. That's a big one. That's this place here. So you'll have a flag set up. There's a flag on your state manager. So the normal process for this opening grate, it will normally be closed. So we're gonna need a node. Let's just make it a node 3D, I guess, and call this battle cinematic. The first thing we're gonna need is a cinematic trigger. These are pretty easy. Literally just a blob we can toss into the world, and we can scale it, and it works. So we're gonna make it so that when you walk in, once you get past that point, then we're gonna check the flag, and then move you into some position. So we need to be ready for the player to enter on either one of these corners. Next thing we need is the actual cinematic that plays out. And then we say cinematic trigger is assigned to this cinematic. Oh, also, we need the wait for state container. So this is a fun little node that I've built that just watches for a change in a flag code and turns the processing of the nodes beneath it on or off based on the status of the state flag. And it's got a signal that we listen to and everything, so it can be changed by just about anything. So we're gonna call that 01 dash big rat bite to indicate whether or not you have already beaten the big rat. No. It's gonna be okay. So this needs a state flag. States. Here we go. So I keep track of our different states here and the various values they can be in. 0. Not ready. Initial. Cannot start fight. Prologue stuff done. Ready to pick a fight. 2. Fight complete. No longer triggers. All right. So we are waiting for the state big rat fight to be in the range of 1. Yeah, he's right. As a matter of fact, he is. There he is. Whoa! Get him out of here. Sprouted speed run. All right, so we will initialize this to 1 for now to say that, yes, I want the battle to be active. Actually, close one. Okay, and now we can build out the cinematic. So the way that the code that runs cinematics works is I basically just put a bunch of child nodes under this, and it will iterate through them and launch them in sequence, and it will wait for one cinematic step to complete before it triggers the next one down. So the first one we want is cinematic actor walk. And this says move player to a location and then face a direction. And I believe we can have a I think we can have a child object as our, let me see here. Target locations. Nope, okay, never mind. No, we do have to set that property. So we say, boom, go to this location, wherever it is. We're going to say that location is here. Here. And then face left. All right, so we'll walk there. We'll face left. And then who knows what will happen after that. It's a mystery. Let's test it. Let's test what we got so far. I need to turn down the in-game music so that we can just leave the playlist running, not pause it every 5 seconds when we're testing this. All right, so the idea is we can move freely over here, but as soon as I step forward, yep, cinematic begins. Perfect. And then they'll talk. The two of these will talk. Next up, we have an animation. That needs to run, which is we need to make this great wiggle, and then for some characters to walk out. This hole, how does this hole work? Oh boy. Opening grate. Not this box, not this box. No, no, no. Yes. Duplicate this. Made a small adjustment and reset. Excellent. Thank you. So now we should have, yeah, now we have an open spot for some characters to walk down. And oh, will they ever walk down. Let's listen to that new victory music. Hang on. Overcoming battle. The rhythm's fine. It's the little backup melody is very, very light in comparison to the main melody. I can barely hear it. And as a result, you can't really hear the final chord. I noticed that the instrument did change, and maybe that's making it harder to hear. That's my guess. Okay, we need to rattle some bones here. There's an extra beat. It sounds like it's skipping. I mean, that might be my doing then, because that might just be how I wrote it. Which is, I think this one. Yeah, there's that little pause at the end. That is intentional. Is there some other discrepancy there? Let me listen. Is that da? Da 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 da. It's in this one. It's in this one, but it's, I guess the voicing is a little blurrier here. Bass line, let me listen. 7. A flat, B flat, C. Classic victory chord. Boom, 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 boom. You're right. The bass line is different. I didn't notice that, Bach. Good shout. Yeah. So the bass line is supposed to be but instead it's do. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, bass line is modified there. That's why we pay you guys the big bucks. Add child node. Animation player. Rate open. Oh, that's another thing, is we're going to want to have a separate version of this grate that is already opened for after the battle. So keep that in mind. I love Metal Pipe Fall. It's my favorite. This is opening grate. What is this? What is opening grate to? Oh, that's this. Okay. Okay, opening grate. That's just great. We need the position. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Position. I would love it if I could add multiple properties at once. But alas, I can't do that yet. Maybe someday. So yeah, we do in fact need a copy of the opening grate that only appears pre-rotated. So wait for state for the right state. Did we have our states out? Wait for this state. If it's in 0 or 1, have this opening grate. And then we duplicate this and say you can have this one if it's in 2. And this one is different because it is already open. There we go. So right now they're both visible, but they won't actually both be visible. One of them is for before the fight, one of them is for after the fight. The one that's before the fight is going to be animated, so it's all fine. I need a reset animation here. I need a reset. All right, grate open. It's gonna wiggle. And then pow. It's gonna pop open. It's gonna pop, pop, pow. So I guess we just need to wiggle this a little bit, huh? Whoops. Wiggle with a cubic. Wiggle in a cubic nature. Just wiggle all around. Oh, you know what? Let's rename this to shake and have it loop. And then let's duplicate that for open, where it does not loop, but it does open. In a cubic nature. I love it. And we'll plop a shaking sound in here as well. A metal. What's the squeaky valve? No. What's the sound that makes in room B? This animation here does a little cinematic progress, cinematic. It's right here. Makes a noise somehow. There we go. Metal groan. Clang. No. Thud. Hollow thud. That's it. That's what we want. We want hollow thud. All right. Get me hollow thud. Rattle and creak. I love those little fellas. So we need the single sound code here because there's some issues with stuff. All right, give me the thud. Cool. Sure like seeing it there. And then play it here. Boom, boom. Perfect. Okay. Oh. This doesn't know which animation to play, does it? I can tell it which animation. Okay, so we need to update this code a little bit. So normally it just says, give me the first animation. Animation name. It's going to default to empty string. Otherwise, if there's more than one animation, find. Oh, that's easy. Just give it the animation name. Play animation name. Done. World is saved. So now I can specify, use the shake animation here. Play the shake animation. I want that to go on for a lot longer, don't I? Yeah, certainly do. Great. Great animations. These are some great animations. Okay, so do that animation and then do the open animation. All right, let's see if this works. I may also need to move the camera. So let's do a camera target cinematic. Somewhere in the middle here. Add a node 3D. Position it over here. Like here-ish. Take 1 second. Don't adjust rotation. And then wiggle the grate. Open it up. And then prizes will pop out. Ugh. What do we not like here? Callback on type animation player. Why would that be an issue? Why would that possibly be an issue? Invalid assignment of property or key callback. Callable on animation player. Do we not have the animation player established here? No, both of those are pointing to the animation player. All right, temporarily move these here. Is that what was bad? Is that what was bad? Time will tell. No, that was not the part that was bad. It seems like that was hitting on...
Dobbs.
Oh, here we go. There's the problem. I see it. Abram. This animation should not be here. It should be outside of here. The only thing that can be a child of cinematic is actual cinematic steps. Steps in the cinematic. You can't run the player. Okay, goes over here. Shake and shake. That's not what's supposed to happen. FYI. Why did that happen? It's not a looping animation. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? All right. Try again? Maybe it was because it was the last thing in the line? I really don't know. It's very silly. Huh. It definitely wanted to... Okay. Animation finished, gets connected. Print. Animation name here. I want to see if it logs that as I expect it to. Like, is it actually ending each time? Because if so, why is it still going? twice. It's actually calling, it's doing this callback twice. Why? Why though? Shake happened once. Huh. Oh, because it's the same animation player. I've never done that before. Never before have I reused the same animation player. I guess, is there a disconnect? Hey, look, disconnect. Disconnect the signal. Okay, that would do it. That would do it. So when we finish the animation, dot disconnect animation finished? Is that how you do this? New sample pack came out. Well, let's check it out. The bass line, I can't quite tell because it's kind of low. I think what we're getting, and you can verify this or not. What I'm hearing, give me lower notes. Is bum 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 bum. Wait. Wait. It feels like I'm missing this note. And I'm just getting this instead. The bass line is definitely not lining up with the beatbox on that. Now that I'm listening for it, it's a lot more apparent. Additionally, it's a little bit hard to hear, but maybe that's just me being picky on the bass line. It's probably fine, the volume-wise. But the chord is definitely, I think it's skipping that A flat and jumping straight to the B flat. What? It doesn't like this. Expected 2 arguments. The callable. Wait, why would you need the callable for this? Disconnect a signal by name from a given callable. Could I resend the beatbox? Yes. Note that is the 3 columns that are separated in the middle. 3, 6, 11. Disconnect. So when you connect, the parameters are signal and callable. Why do I need to give you the same callable back? That feels weird. I mean, I'll do it, but that feels super awkward and not right. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can do like this. to match that. No? Signal. Disconnect callable. That should work. Oh. Dot. Then this. Okay, I don't know why you have to specify. I guess because you could connect it to multiple callables. You could connect it to multiple callables. Beatbox code to MIDI. I would be surprised if you get a decent output from that. Now that said, I think Beatbox is open source. So I bet you could get a really decent MIDI conversion app written fairly quickly. I think the only tricky part would be one, picking apart the way that it stores its data, which is all in the URL parameter. But that encodes the entire song layout. That's a little annoying to deal with, I'm sure. And then samples. MIDI is not one-to-one with what Beatbox is capable of, because Beatbox is actually generating the audio samples, whereas MIDI has these kind of pre-baked ones, and I don't know how much control you can have over stuff in MIDI, aside from like, give me channel 5, give me channel 17, and pan it to the left a little bit, you know? That's just my take on that. Okay. I think that will fix our issue. I wasn't disconnecting, so because I was reusing the same animation player, it was calling multiple times. Shake, shake, shake. Perfect. Look at that. That's gonna I need to tweak this. This is not, you can't make that jump anymore. He's not transcribing by ear. I give him the beatbox not to listen to, but he can use that to actually, well, I hope he's not doing it by ear. And most of the songs he's writing himself from scratch, but the ones that I'm very particular about, like it needs to be exactly this, I will give him a beatbox that has the specific notes. He's done some really cool work. Kaizo Paper Robot? No, don't do a shell jump. He's done some really cool stuff where I send him a beatbox of like, here's the idea, can you make something with this? And then he rolls with it and makes some really impressive songs from basic building blocks. Okay. So we need that to be closer now. This is different. So that needs to be bigger so that you can make that jump. It also needs to be small enough that you can fail the jump. That's an important part of it. This, I guess this can just be... Wish I'd done a CSG on this now. Okay, that should be... Yeah, I'm used to doing all the music stuff myself in projects, so it's weird changing over to kind of sharing that process. Okay, you can fall, you can fail the jump, and you can very easily make the jump. Making it back is a little bit trickier, but that doesn't matter as much. Okay, let's listen. Hang on, just for comparison. Okay. That was it. That was it. And no surprise finale. Cool. Let's pop that into Audacity. Didn't want that in there. Don't want that to surprise us. Oh, well, it should, shouldn't it? Win! Win! You win! Battle. See here. Overcoming battle. Drag it in. And now go into our script here and look for victory. Let's see where we do the music. Here, hard cut, 0-0 victory. Okay, so that's a preloaded. So just overwrite that. Boom, done. All right, cool, we got it. So now the new victory music is in. While we're at it, we've got Audacity open, let's get... Oh wait, no, that was... Where was the other... Where did I put it? There we go. Cheesy business. Get rid of the initial dead air. It's just like a fraction of a second that it just automatically adds in. Cheesy business. Save it. And then add that to our music. We're not going to actually put it in the game yet because I don't have a cinematic for it to go with yet. Okay, so now this is something you could actually make jump-wise, which is important. Okay. So, rattles, opens, and then out pops, dun dun dun. The little guys, I guess. Right? Right? I assume. We're gonna put them up here. Let's let them hide out. Node 3D for NPCs. So I need 2 of them. Oh, there's 2 of them. Rat 1, rat 2. Let's just go ahead and set the whole blob in here. The whole blob of NPCs. They're in. All right, so they're in the vents now. Great. But that's not all, because we also have Mozzie. He's gonna be the surprise. He's gonna be the oh kind of moment. All right. So you walk in. Player automatically moves over here. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Gate swings open. Honestly, I'm thinking don't move so close. Just move to like here, I guess. But meanwhile, these two are gonna have their own little...
Mom, you're never gonna believe it. I got a hench rat job. I hide in a hidden room on the off chance somebody walks by. I mean, yeah, we don't know if they ever will.
I mean, yeah. Do I want to move them with cinematic, or do I just want to drop the... No, I do want to move them with cinematic. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. All right, so we're going to have cinematic action walk again after it rattles. It's going to be rat 1. Is going to move to this location here on top of the grate. Right around there. Does that look good? Looks great to me. And then immediately after that, rat 2 is going to come live right here, and then they're going to talk at you for a little bit. And then after they talk at you, rat 3 is going to move to right here. A big surprise. And then after you win, the cinematic will be that they're all in the hurt animation, and then they all like skedaddle off screen, and then you regain control. All right, let's see if this is going to get them walking down. Notably, you're going to hear the footsteps of the big rat, because those are actually tied to his animation for no particular reason. Oh, he's stuck. Oh no, I didn't think about this. He got stuck. Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh man. Oh, this is just great. Position needs to be brought down slightly. For the grate. Hide this for now. Okay. That's probably fine. Let's move this one down to match. At least get it pretty close. Okay. I'm stuck! Great stuck! Great stuck! That needs a rattling noise. And then, where is he? Where is he? What's going on? He looks like he's in position. Oh wait, no actor. Oh, I didn't name him. Rat stuck. Rat stuck. Yeah. All right, so the cinematic's gonna happen before the big guy comes down. Let's see here. So that is a conversation. Cinematic. No wait. Cinematic. Here we go. Conversation. So before the big guy walks down, we have conversation, which is going to be conversation 00 back B rats. Rat fight. Okay. Now we go into our conversation scene here. Is that this one? No. Chapter 0 conversations. If actor code equals that thing I just said. Oh gosh, lizards everywhere. All over the place. Let's see here. Then we need to grab some characters to talk. Rat 1, Rat 2, get them by actor code in the scene, and have them have a little chat with you. All right, so they're gonna have a special little dialogue block here. So now we get to write the dialogue, which is a fun thing to do. All right. Oh, let's have... I think we could have him... Yeah, let's have the first rat talk. Hehehe. Right on schedule. That's all he says at first. Not this. Not this. This. No. States. Global. AV directory. I got so many tabs. Get him out of here. Here, right here. Rat fight -1 and -2. So we're gonna have conversation back. Rat fight -1 happens here when the first one comes out, and then conversation 2 happens after the second one comes out. Be honest. Did you miss us? Let's see here. Let's see. Punk's got a lot of nerve. Still hanging around here. Let's see here. All right, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna go 2 through 5 for the conversation. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 lines. Yeah, cool. They're gonna back and forth. Don't have the same rat giving the lines each time. Okay. That part's done. So they're gonna come out, and then third one's gonna come out. And he's gonna jump to you? No. Surely he's gonna just walk through them, right? Yeah. So we need a second node that's like right around here. Player spot, Mozzie fight spot. So we're gonna have another walking bit. Except this time you're gonna go to a fight spot. There a cinematic wait? There is. So let's have a short wait between when he comes out, just kind of a beat of like, uh-oh. Wait for let him pause there for 1 second. Camera target shifts to Mozzie after he gets to his location. Oh, I guess that can be the point, the 1 second wait there is the camera shifting. And then it's gonna follow him moving there, and then the battle's gonna start. So let's see if that works. Cinematics currently are kind of the clunkiest system I've got built here. They didn't talk. Also, that actor doesn't exist, apparently. Cool. Oh, whoops. Oh, that'll do that. Okay, why didn't they talk, though? Did I put in the wrong conversation codes here? Conversation. We'll try to do start conversation by actor, which will load conversations node, which by default is chapter 1 conversations. Cricket! Welcome in. Man the battlements. Welcome in, Cricket. Right, we need to have a conversations node existing on the root level. How was your stream? What were you up to? 12 hours. Sheesh. It's been I used to do 12-hour streams regularly. Well, semi-regularly. I used to do big streams. Yeah, if you need to take a break, you know what? I think you've earned it. My usual schedule used to be that I would do like weekly we'd do 6 hours. And then whenever I got the chance, I would do, I would try to do longer streams. It was a different time. I was a different person. It was a very strange world that was. Okay, that's chapter 0 conversations. Okay, perfect. Let's test it. Tonight we are setting up a boss fight in the prologue before you get in chapter 1. Dang it. Oh, this is an add-on I've got installed called Script IDE. Right there. Script IDE. It's okay. I'm still kind of like trying some things out. Welcome in, Jacob. It's an interesting thing that like lets you filter out, you know, the different types of bits and bobs of your code. What did that not like? What are we unprojecting? Why are we unprojecting camera? There is a camera. What do you mean there's no camera? When we ready up, boys. There's an initialization code in here. Not that. That. The wind theme, yeah, it's added into the loop. Wario's Warehouse here is aka Casual. They are our main music maker. No. So the songs we're going to be listening to on a 2-hour loop or something are the songs for this game. So wait, if I go into the previous scene and then I come back, now it's working. Okay, so it's only a problem when we initially load the. Never mind, it's also a problem now. Great. Well, how is that possible? I can defer, right? How do you do call deferred? And then you give it a method string. Is there no other? Does it have to be? Oh, it has to be a string name. Ugh. Oh. Okay. I guess that's fine. It's not great. This feels hacky because it's hacky. Come on. Come on. Wait, why is that still... Okay, that seems to have fixed it. Alright, please talk. Rat, talk. Oh, he got stuck. He gets stuck too. No. How do I make him jump? Oh man. Fozzie's stuck. Dang it. All right, Option silly is we just leave him more room. Also an option, we make him have a smaller hitbox. Or even we make it so that he just does not interact with other sprites and he can pass through them. It's a hilarious prospect that we're actually going to do this. No, this would be bad. This would be bad. Because then later he's going to be an NPC that you can... Wait, but... Consider we can modify his collision on just this instance. And then no one has to know. Mask is what you interact with. No. Layer is no. Mask. So I say, do not interact with layer 2. And then we're fine. Okay, also, we have walk for rat 1, walk for rat 2. Don't change direction. Well, no, face right. No, you face left. You face right. Let's do it. Thank you for the follow. All follows are anonymous. But we are happy to have you here. So for everybody that came in over from Cricket's channel, because I didn't actually mention what in the world this game is called, and if you weren't looking at the title, you wouldn't even know. This is Paper Robot. As you might be able to tell, it is heavily inspired by the early Paper Mario games. So we have done a ton of work on Chapter 1 of the game, and we're now putting in a little bit of effort into the prologue, kind of the tutorial zone, where you will do some rudimentary fighting and get some very small amounts of items. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Great, cool. You don't change direction. Thank you also for the follow. All follows are anonymous. Paper Robot has been in the works for, we're getting close to 1 year now, with an estimated 4 more years to go, which is horrifying. Okay, so this is easy. This is easy. You just remove the mask from these guys, and now they're just gonna slide right through each other, right? It's your 10 million alternate accounts. I'm glad you were able to keep up with all those. All right. Cat fell. I saw that. I saw her fall through the world. Why is this dialogue box coming from over there? Wait, why is this dialogue box coming from over there? Did you see that? Where is it going? Why is it going up there? What are you doing up there? Hey! There he goes. Okay, he can pass through now. Okay, and then you start the fight. Okay, and that's easy. We've done that before. We have a great example of how to pick a fight. Right like this. So we're gonna say if actor code equals fight start, then what do we do on battle end? What is it? It's giving me some problems here. Why is it giving me problems here? We don't need a battle script for Mozzie, but it does need to be, oh, what we could do, okay, we do need to do encounter manager actors. Yes, because that's going to tell us who gets disappeared at the end. And that's Rat 3. Encounter details. You are fighting. If we check our enemy directory for the key of the enemy here, it is Big Rat Fink. Can run, false. You cannot run from this fight. There's no loot. Start the battle. Set the state flag. We do need to set the state flag at the end of it. We set you to 2 to indicate the battle is over at the end. Why are you giving me this? Right, because I forgot the ending bracket. Why is this a problem? Player not defined. Oh. That's a difference here. Okay, we'll add that to our chapter 0 conversation setup. Okay, here we go. So we want to set them going, whoa. Okay. So we're going to have him walk over. Then I want him to change animation So we're gonna say reset animation to something. Which animation are we gonna use for him? Swing fist. Charge up. Charge up seems good. Let's use charge up. So go to charge up animation. Now, in these previous ones where we do this, start battle, encounter details. Yeah, it's the encounter details I'm interested in these. Reset animation. Yeah, he will switch to the hurt animation at the end of the fight automatically. But the player needs to reset to idle manually. Does that reset his hitbox? No. We don't need his hitbox for anything. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then after that finishes, then what I want to do is test, can I immediately wander into another cinematic after that? So this is fight start. So can I just do another conversation right after that and it work? Let's find out. Here we go. We'll use our quick win debug item. And you know what? We should probably consider picking out a raid target pretty soon, because it is almost that time. Fast forward. He didn't do his little dance. And what is this? Why are we doing a 1G fight? How did that happen? What did I screw up there? Oh, because I left the battle script in here somehow. Chapter 0 conversations. Chapter 0 conversations. Did I accidentally delete the wrong thing? Nope, we're good. Okay. Try it again. So the battle script is a special block of code that hooks into various signals in the battle logic, and we use that for things like enemy banter during boss fights or phase changes for certain battles. He's supposed to do his little swing. Oh, but I need to make him wait. Oh, nice. And look, we're even in a different place here. All right, hit him with the old insta-win. 99 damage. Easy. Okay. Does he... Okay, good, but these guys are still hurt. Because... I don't know, because things didn't wait. Yeah, let's give it a 0.5 weight here. Or no, let's not even let them be hurt. Let's just let him do his little swing around for however long a charge up animation. Charge up is 2 seconds. Let's give him 1.8, and then we'll start the fight. Hong martial arts film. Oh, Imp is on? Perfect target for us. Yeah, because we raided into Photon very recently. So we'll we'll raid Imp tonight. Oh, it's his last week of doing his Vampire Survivors like? Oh. Man, it's bittersweet. That's good. That's good. It works. And then you do the fight. Bow, 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 bow. And then you win the fight because wait, no, not free XP. Insta win. And then we can go into another cinematic right after that, where the camera zooms in on the other two, and they're like, uh-oh, and then they fly off. Which is gonna be tricky. Because they're gonna get stuck. Right there. I wanted to just like jump off this, head out, and then that's that. And then they disappear. Like we delete them when they get over there, and then return camera to player. Oh no. Then they fly off that way, and then maybe this is a little bit much, but then camera does this. Yeah, one of those like, hey, by the way, check that out. There's a door up there. Because at this point in the game, you've already been up this way once, but last time this gate was closed and not opening. This time it opens, revealing a path ahead. You see? So you're coming back through the same area, but things are a little bit different. All right, this is good. I'm gonna commit this into source control, and let's raid on over to Imp's channel. It's coming along. I don't even know if the prologue is going to be in the initial demo or not. I figured the initial demo that's just going to be for our little insular community is mostly going to be to help me polish up for a public demo. And so it may not include the prologue. So I think it's just going to be once I get the actual chapter 1 working, start to finish, then we're going to be in good shape, which that's still going to be a bit. There's a lot of cinematics and battles and random conversations and characters. Need game. For anyone who is interested in following this project, it is Paper Robot. It all happens here. There's no other platforms going on. Sometimes I'll post pictures in Discord, but that's it. It's here. The plan is to have a demo available for everyone to try out by end of summer. I'm running out of time, but I think we're gonna make it. And then probably 4 years after that is when it'll actually be done. Yes, really. All right, bye everybody. See you next time. We're gonna go.